Okay, good.
All right, guys. Okay, so I didn't come to this with much of an agenda because I kind of wanted to hear from all of you and what you need and what ideas you have or what is working for you or not working for you. Abby and I just got off the phone with from our coaching call, and we had an awesome call, and I loved her idea, and I think you all are going to love it too. So I'm going to go ahead and let her share her idea and then get your feedback on it. And we need to come up with a plan if we all decide we like it.
Okay. So I was talking to Maria after talking to a couple of my reps this week. I'm realizing they're just really overwhelmed with the sharing the shakes, and they're not confident enough. They don't really know where to start. They're not comfortable with the wording. They're asking lots of questions, texting me first. Should I send this? And I feel like they're just without that confidence, they're not going to do it. And I feel like we need some kind of push and incentive to get them all with having 5 shake buyers 30-day. They get the 350s because we want them all to BQ. They want to BQ. And I think once they get 5, then they'll kind of roll from there and their confidence will grow. So I would love to do a challenge, and I don't know if you guys are up for it. And we do a challenge, but I think we've done really for our reps around the shakes and just very specific of just get to 5. You know, that's the challenge. 5 or more, your name goes in a hat. And whoever wanted to participate as a leader, say we all give in $20. I feel like money talks. So let's say we all give $20, and all the ones that hit 5 shake buyers, names go in at the end of April. You can do it for 30 days or however long we want to do it. I think that's a reasonable amount of time, or we can do it for less if you want. Their name goes in, and someone's going to win, $100, $200. I don't know how much we decide to put in or who wants to participate. If that's something like that could, incentivize them. But to get them there, I feel like we need some tips and tricks. And I think it'll be fun on Hardy Trap to every day one of us posting like testimonials from one of our customers or a picture of a recipe. Some of the things that are, they don't have the words. They don't have enough people buying the shakes to even share it with other customers. So I think if we're all sharing different things, they get all those different ideas because, I talk to my same team members and I give them the same things. But you talk to yours, and Amy talks to hers, and Maria talks to yours, and Julie and Maria and Amy and Diana and everybody, Laura, everybody talks to their team members, and we're probably saying different great things that they all would love to hear, and that would help them motivate them to just have a small goal of 5, and then we can kind of go from there, just to get the ball rolling. I don't know if that makes sense. That's what I said.
Yeah.
What do you think? I don't know, something like that.
I like it. We did, I tested out the 10 by the 10th this month. And we went back and forth as leaders, Laura and Amy and Diana and I really, really quick. We settled on 10 because shoot for 10, get 5, and you're still a winner. Shoot for 10 and get 10, and that's really impactful. And it also helps us as leaders make it worth it to give away incentives and prizes. If they only do 5, it's like we don't want to be giving away our pay. Right. I mean, there's a time and a place, I think, to sacrifice our commission.
Right.
But when we shoot for 10, what if you get 10? Like the momentum really starts rolling by the time you've got 5. You're building up that confidence. So and it was mostly Yota and I deciding on 10, and Amy and Laura, kind of pushing for 5.
Okay.
Like our reason for the 10 was like, it's catchy, 10 by the 10th. And like, so what if you only get 5, you still BQ at 5, and you have the rest of the month to get to 10. So I like giving the rewards for 5, which is BQing, and that's really awesome. But like, the other thing, and like, if you do the math, I think Mandy O'Halloran put together the math on 10 shake buyers each month between now or Sonara did between now and Stir, and the income, that means 50, you'll have 50 in your arsenal, and that's you making your team leader numbers by yourself just on shakes. So the 10 each month adds up to 50 by Stir and 50 shake orders in a month is $3,900 or something,
Oh, wow.
which, like, if we're really trying to help them see the impact that the shakes can have, there's more impact in 10, but I totally get the incentive on 5 on just getting them started and feeling that success too. So I don't know. I keep going back and forth.
Did you have good luck with the 10 by the?
That was my question.
Yeah. Well, we all had, like, let's see, I'm just trying to remember who posted. They were anywhere between 1 and 9. So there weren't a whole lot of 5s. There was, like, 3, and then there was like 7, 8, 9. So it was either they did it and they killed it, or they just started.
Okay.
Did you feel like you got a lot of participation?
We are struggling with, we're doing like our March Madness again, like we did last year, which is how this whole like Yota and Jacqueline really like partnership started with our teams. Last year we had amazing participation. This year we don't, but we are also not as engaged. We're trying, but
Right.
it's from when we're trying to figure out why, whatever, but it's probably us, but we did have people participating, and we were posting every couple of days around it. And we did we gave away a gift card to anybody who just posted their tracker. Like literally, I gave like a $5 Starbucks card for anybody who posted their progress. And that was motivating.
Yeah. So that's what I was thinking with your idea, Jacqueline. I see Abby's point of 5 and I see your point of 10. And my thinking is I don't want to say 10 and scare people away from the beginning and be like, I'm not even going to try for that. Like,
I know.
Guys, you guys will sell your shakes. I'm going to go back to my La La Land and put in my basic order every month and do diddly squat. And then I like, because 5 seems so easy. Like, I mean, when you break it down to like your mom and dad, your sisters, brothers, cousins, and whatnot, you can probably get 5 people. Let's be honest. Just with your close circle of people. So I'd love for them to just do that. Like, just do that. See how that feels. Have some success. Get some sales. But I like the idea of 10 because 10's just, they fall short. And so what? You're still a 5. And that's great. But how do we get that point across that we'd actually want them to shoot for 10 and 7 is great? Or
what if, Maria or Jacqueline, and I don't know how this would look, but what about like a 2-tiered incentive?
Yeah, that's where, Maria, that's where my brain was thinking. Like Jacqueline's idea of like, if you post the tracker, you get a gift card. If you do get 5, then you get this. And then when you reach 10, your name goes into the hat for $100 grand prize. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because I think progress along the way is huge in anything. We were just talking about that with our kids. We started like a new chore tracker, and we said by the end of the week, if they have checked all the boxes, they get pizza night. But we just said like, okay, tomorrow, since they're doing awesome, let's give them a little something. So our team members are really no different.
Well, they are. And that just goes back to what my Southwestern coach keeps driving in. And what Dustin always says is you've got to praise the activity.
Yes.
That's
why we were like incentivizing just the tracking of it and just the baby steps, because we're talking about activity.
Yeah. Like how many people did you reach out to today? You got 10, you did get a gold star. You reached out to 5 people the next day. Awesome. Keep it up. The next day you reached out to 10, gold star. Like that's what's going to get them those shakes customers.
Right. And I think if they see other people, I think in their minds, they think all of us have 20 and 30 people. If they see all these other reps around the country might have 1 or 2 as well, and they're trying to just get the 5 or 10, then they're going to realize they're not alone, and we can keep sharing different tips for them because I feel like I see stuff that might be on the leader page. Do I always share every single thing? I try, but I think it's just different to be able them to be. I think there's really there hasn't been anything yet because obviously it's still so new. for them as reps. I
Yeah.
feel like we've been pushed harder, but I think it's they want to feel comfortable with them first. They want to drink them for a few weeks because that's just kind of where they are in their business. Whereas us, we're like, you just go for it, regardless. Just do it. So I think their mentality is just different.
Right. I think it's, there's a lot of stuff on the leader page, and Sonara's done a really good job of teaching leaders how to sell shakes, but I haven't really done a great job of passing that down to reps. I knew most of them were waiting to try their shakes. And I think that probably held me back because I was like, well, I guess I see their point, even though I can sell the heck out of a shake without even trying it. I don't even like the vanilla shake, you guys, and people think I'm gone gangbusters on the vanilla shake. So there's that. And this is being recorded, so darn it. That I think they just haven't learned that skill yet. I guess it's not really lying, is it?
But it, I mean, I don't like the vanilla shake. I don't like any brand's vanilla shake. I just don't like vanilla. But
Yeah.
I have lots of, my dad loves it. So I'm just going to use third party. Like you can use a third party technique to sell
Yeah,
anything.
exactly. Or if you love this chocolate thing, you just say, I love the shakes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like
And
chocolate,
that's the flavor.
so it's funny.
Yeah.
But my kids
So-
love chocolate, so.
I think that they just don't know that yet. But I think what we should do, I think what we'd have to do in order to make it successful is we'd all have to join forces, and Jacqueline take a couple days, Julie take a couple days, Abby, Amy, myself, Maria, and just be the posters on the tribe for all those types of things. And then we'd all have to take it upon our own responsibility to text every single team member and say, hey, this is the challenge. Do you want to accept this challenge? You have nothing to lose. Here are words, the verbiage that you could reach out to people in your inner circle immediately with, copy, paste, tweak to make it sound like you. And yes, come up with a tracker. If Jacqueline, if you already have a tracker, that's great. I love your gusto of 10 by the 10, but I'd love to be like 10 by, in a month.
The 30th. Yeah, exactly.
Like 10 in the month, and you shoot for that. And if they miss, then we get a bunch of people BQ'd.
The other thing though, this was me. So I got 9 by the 10th.
Mhm.
And I was like, cool. Now I can focus on hostess coaching, bookings, and recruiting. Like I was gangbusters till the 10th on shakes, but I still have this whole other part of my business that I want to spend time on because I love the other part of it.
Right.
So for me, like I still have my list of shake people, but I'm not like stressed about that. Now I actually really have to spend some time in those other areas. But I'm not really that worried about shakes again until like the end of the month. Probably I'll try to get a few more in before the end of the month.
Right.
And then start over again at the beginning of the month.
Mhm.
There for me, like I'm like, whoo, cool, check that off my list. I got 9. I'm only 1 away. I can I still have to have bookings. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I know we're talking about new reps and we don't want to overwhelm them.
Well, and that's where I think that you could add that to the tribe. This is the way I approached it. I've got this whole other side of my business that I love so much and I can't let go of, but this new shake side is super exciting too. So the way I did it is the first 9 or 10 days of the month, I did this. And the other 20 days, I focused on all the other things and then balance my business that way. You might love connecting with 5 people a day about shakes all month long, and that's cool too. But don't forget about the other side of your business if that's the side of the business that you also enjoy.
Yeah.
So that would just be, you'd be adding your flair in your tips. Like Abby said, I think that Laura might have her flair and Abby has hers. And like for me personally, I'm now for the whole month of April going to focus on kids. I am selling shakes to kids for a month. Only focused on kids. Do your kids play sports? Are they picky eaters? Do they never eat breakfast? Do they always want food at 9 o'clock at night? all those things that, because parents will buy anything for their kids. And I'm finding that as I'm reaching out to people, and it's super, super easy for me to say, oh my gosh, this would be great for your kids because I know they play sports or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really easy for me to have that conversation with people. And maybe some of our team members will find that an easy conversation as well. Like, I'm not asking you, Jessica, to try our shakes. I'm wondering if this would be great for your kids. And if your husband like it, that's cool too.
Yeah, I like that, how that's just like your tidbits of what works for you. And when we all chime in, somebody's going to find something that resonates with them.
For sure. For sure. Yep. I think that would be really powerful, but I think we'll just all have to agree on what are our tiers going to be. I love that, Maria, making it tiered.
Mm-hmm, me too.
But not too hard that we're all spending our money. Like, I don't know that I can just give away $5 for every tracker that goes up on the Thrive.
Yeah, no.
What do you guys think?
My phone overheated.
Like, I wonder if we even utilize like the dollar store, as cheesy as it sounds, but like I don't know, a cute
What
set
about
of note cards or something. What
about something as simple as just recognition? Like knowing that you're going to be recognized. Like, I know for me, like, I know if I'm going to be called out on it and like my name's going to be up there or not be up there is an incentive. So like for posting your tracker, I don't know, but make it like special enough that it's going to be a big deal to have your name on it. You know what I mean? Like I wanted that apron so badly. You know what I mean? But just,
right.
but I really could care less about the apron. It was more the fact that I achieved it and would be recognized for it. You know what I mean? Like, that's
Right.
just me though. I don't know. Like, do you think like that might resonate with more people?
No,
and
I
save our
totally
money?
agree with you, Maria. I totally agree. I'm just trying to think of what like, as far as a tier goes, what would be exciting or motivating to people for sharing their tracker, other than, I mean, if they post it to the tribe, they're already calling themselves out.
Uh-huh.
What would we do to say you achieve blank if you post your tracker? You achieve blank if you get 10 by the 10th, and you achieve blank if you do 10 in the month. Or what are our tiers going to be, and what can they be? I know, Maria, I know exactly what you're saying, but I just don't know what, I mean, with the apron, it was something tangible.
Yeah, I don't really think it has to be named.
Uh-oh, Abby, we lost you.
My phone.
And Hannah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, you're kind of breaking up.
No, you guys are breaking up for me too. I don't know what's going on. Recording. You hear me now? Is that better?
Sorry, I had to call back in from the phone.
Okay.
So, Abby, did you
What
have
if you did, this is like totally thinking out of the box, but like, what if you did like a really specialized training and maybe got like Sonara for like a 10-minute call for someone? I don't know. I'm just thinking outside. That wouldn't
No,
cost
I
money.
like that idea. We can roll
Like a really
a bit.
special, like, we're going to let you in on a couple things. Really special. You've shown that you want to do it. Like, let us give you more information on how to do it better. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
like
had
that.
to get back on my phone when Maria was talking about the recognition and stuff. So I don't know if you guys got to this, but that was kind of when I talked to Maria and Abby and Julie about, like, you finding out what people are incentivized by, So I think if we can, I don't know if you talked about this while I was getting back on, but like throughout the month, each week, like making sure you're either recognizing, giving something away, praising people, whatever, like all the different categories of the way people like to be incentivized. If we can hit on all of those throughout the month, I think we'll find success in people participating more.
Yeah, I agree. Ooh, I just brainstorm. What if we had like a little, like a gift basket type thing? Like imagine a gift basket filled with things like cute note cards and $5 Starbucks gift cards. And every week we had a giveaway for people that are posting their progress. And then at the end, if they get their 10 by the 10th, their name goes in a drawing for the grand prize. So every week I might only be giving away one thing, one small thing. I could afford that.
Yeah.
And pop that in.
Yeah. And every week, in addition to that, you're posting people's names and tagging them in the group when they have made progress, hit a goal, whatever. Like, so like Maria, so the people who like to be noticed and recognized, even if they don't get drawn or if they don't care about a Starbucks gift card, they just want to get praised,
And maybe that could be the pinned post in the tribe. Check the pinned post to see, for that week.
Yep. Yeah. So if we're constantly recognizing them, praising them for their work, like, oh, Gina, you reached out to 10 people today. Like if she texted Maria Hayden that, like, hey, I reached out to 10 Shake customers today and I got one. Then Maria Hayden could get on the tribe and be like, listen, Gina did this and she got a Shake customer today. And then her, if Gina at least posts her tracker that week, then her name's still going to go in the hat. She not only got praised publicly, but her name's also going to go in the hat as long as she shares her tracker for that weekly prize, for that week's prize.
And then maybe there's like the final piece, because like going through Dustin's ways that people are motivated. Some people are motivated by hanging out and team activities and things like that. So maybe there's like an additional grand prize for the month is on your team night, like happy hour, first drinks on me for everybody who posted blah, 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 blah. So like,
or at conference.
Right. Whatever. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Something where we have a scheduled time together. And if you're incentivized, like you still are going to you're going to post your tracker, but you're going to post your tracker because you might be the one to get the free drink or the free time with me, the coffee with me or whoever, you know what I mean? I don't know, but again, just to hit on something that might motivate somebody rather than another person.
Right.
Yeah. So maybe each of us share that we're going to have some kind of local event for people that hit their shake sales. I know it's hard with team members all over the country. I know Jacqueline's got a good cluster near her, and Abby's got a good cluster. Well, Abby's people are all over the place, but
yeah. I mean, I don't have any Louisville work. My work ones are mainly out of town, but I really thought this would be great for the people that don't work.
Right.
That's what my big thing was like this is small. They're still dabble enough, but they barely work. That's why I was like 5 to get them to BQ and get them maybe their foot back in the door.
Right. That's what that was my thinking too, is I've got all these people that just do, $100 in sales a month and they're zero, and they just meet their minimum for the 4 months. And I would just love for them to realize that they've got 5 people sitting under their nose that they could get on auto delivery and see some success.
Right.
So I think this could still be good for them. I mean, I think I might even, when I'm texting them that this challenge, just say, hey, you know what? Shoot for 10, but we're going to be so excited. How good will it feel to at least just get 5? I know you're super busy in your daytime job, but do you think with these words and post the words to them, you could just reach out to, you know, a few people a day all month long and try and get 10 people? And if you don't and you get 5, look at how awesome this is going to be for you. Your shakes then are free. You're going to get business bucks. You're going to, you know, see some stream of income.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think if we're taking turns, like you said, giving tips, they're going to have different tools and different scripts and different things. And, you know, we talked, Maria, maybe I missed this when my phone overheated and I was off, but how we discussed, you know, your big thing is pushing the busy moms and how that's a huge market of who we are. And kids love these. And for their busy lives, the kids can have the shake. So I think if we have different, not necessarily themes, but we really give them new ways to market it to people that they wouldn't necessarily, or they do think about, but they just don't know how to approach them. And we really focus on giving them all those tools, they'll be able to do it and hit these goals.
Yep. Yep. I love it. So my thinking is, we could have like each leader take a week, and maybe some leaders will split it up, because there's really like true leaders. We've got Amy Bensman, Jacqueline Kennedy, me, Julie, Abby, Amy and Diana, and then Laura, right?
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Really, there would be like, if people could partner up, and Maria Hayden could partner up with me, we could just throw her in there, because then we would have 2 people for each week sharing the tips. And like Monday can be something, I don't know, but Tuesday can be our tip on Tuesday for selling the shakes. Wednesday can be Wild Tree Wednesday. Share recipes that you're loving with the shakes. Thursday could be something else, and Friday could be something else, so that we kind of have an idea of what we could be sharing on the tribe, just from the leader perspective and training perspective. And obviously, we're also going to be doing all the praising, and that'll just be totally random. Like, and I don't even care if the page blows up. Like, that would be fantastic for Hardy's Tribe to just be having constant posts in there.
Right. Even for the people that don't want to participate in the challenge. It's just so good for them. Maybe they won't do the challenge, but then they'll just get motivated by the end and start doing something too, you know?
Yeah, or maybe they'll be motivated by the recipes and continue to buy the shakes.
Right.
What do you think, Jacqueline? I don't know if she's still on anymore. I see her now.
Sorry, I texted you. I had to pick up Parker.
Oh. No big deal. Hi, Parker.
Sorry. I'm driving now. I'm sorry if I missed. I'll catch up.
No, that's okay. I was just saying, if we could all partner up with a leader, and then everybody would just be in charge of a week of posting. So every day there's some kind of tip or trick on sharing the shakes, whether it be a recipe, whether it be a way to sell, whether it be a way to share the shakes with others, anything that's working around you and your shakes. Like, you and your little buddy can decide how you're going to post all week.
Yeah, I like that.
And then at the end of the week, we'll do a drawing for activities. So anybody that wants to participate has to like just take a picture of their tracker and throw it up on the tribe. It's super easy. Their name goes into a drawing, and whoever's name we pick, if they belong to Abby or Julie or Jacqueline or whoever, they're in charge of getting that person a $5 or less prize.
Yep.
We all agree on that. And then at
Yep.
the end, what is our grand prize going to be? Besides doing a celebration, which I love Jacqueline's idea. Like, we'll do some kind of celebration. That'll be something we'll announce. But what will, like, the grand prize be? If they sell 10 shakes, their name goes into a drawing for what?
I mean, of all the things, no matter what your biology is or your style is or whatever you want to call it these days, probably money.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Everybody's going to be, like Abby said, one thing that nobody's going to turn down is money.
That's
Yeah.
what I'd say too. Yep. Give them cash.
So what do we
Yeah.
all agree on? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you can't count Amy and Diana as individuals, that's 8.
Yeah. How many is it? And if we count everybody, 8.
8. Do we want to say $80 or do we want to round up to 100?
Well, 100 is going to be an odd number when there's 8. I mean, you know what I mean?
Right. Well, wait. 100 divided by 8.
What's that?
That's $12.50 each. I mean, that wouldn't be that hard if we're doing PayPal or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it will be like, if one of my people wins the prize, you all PayPal me $12.50.
Yeah.
Well, and that's only if they all want to participate. I don't know if Amy wants to participate. I don't know if Amy and Diana want to participate, and I don't know if Laura and Julie want to participate. Like, we have everyone's buy-in.
Yeah, yeah. Once we find out, then we can find out. But I'm sure they'll listen to the recording, or I can debrief them. We're supposed to have a happy hour tonight, Laura and Amy. Amy's totally looking for ways to incentivize her team right now. So I would imagine they'll be on board with something.
Okay. And I think once we know who's on board, because I should be able to, I'm talking to everybody this week, we can decide on what that grand prize amount will be, because I'd love to not go over like $15 a person, just because we don't want to get too crazy on giveaways or our own money giving away.
Yeah, I mean, $12 is not everybody's back.
Yeah, $12 I'm totally cool with, but that's only if everybody participates. But if we want to say, if only 4 of us are going in on it, then maybe we only make the drawing a $50 giveaway or something.
But I mean, if we do the math on it, if it's like, in order to go into the drawing, they have to sell 10 shakes in a month, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I was willing to go up to $25 personally. That's just maybe me. But
yeah, but it would feel really crappy if, your person doesn't win and you're just giving $25 away.
Yeah.
I don't care. But I would have people doing, I don't know. I feel like it's going to motivate me to motivate them.
Right.
I know I'm investing $20 or $25 in.
That's true.
Are we talking 10 canisters or 10 months supplies?
Oh, that's a good point.
I'm fine with just 10. I'm fine with just 10 buyers.
10 buyers. Let's do the math, though. You know what I mean? Like 10 times 78 is 780. You make 12% on the people. I mean, that $15 is easily merited, whether or not our person wins or not.
Right. That's $93 on that person. So let's say 10 at, what is it? What do you make on the one on just a 15-day supply? What is that?
$38.
You make 38. So that's 380. They still BQ, and you still make $45 on them.
Yeah.
So I think if they're reaching out and they get the person to buy it, yes, we want them to be 30 days. We don't really have that control of whether that buyer buys a 15 or a 30. I don't feel like that much. I mean, I encourage it to be free shipping, but I think they should be rewarded if they get 10 new shake buyers, period. I think they should go in a hat.
Okay, so we're talking about people, which I think is key too, because we really are talking about customers. If they love them, the next month they will likely, or the next time they order, they'll likely order 2 for free shipping. So people is more important than canisters.
And we can also, we can go for the contest. We can say 10 people, But maybe in our tips, we talk about how we are encouraging
Mhm.
you to get both canisters. Like I always say, get both flavors because you're going to be shocked at which one you love. I thought I was
Right.
a vanilla girl, and I ended up being a chocolate girl. And I want you to get free shipping because it's less risky.
Mhm.
If you don't like it, you get all your
Mhm.
money back. If not, you don't
Mhm.
get that shipping back.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I feel bad because there have been some people that have only bought one canister, and I'm like, oh shoot, did I remind them of that? Like, maybe I did a bad job of reminding them of that because I do say 100% money back guarantee. But did I say on the 30-day supply? I have to go back into my notes and look because shame on me if I didn't. And we need to teach our reps that. So we'll
Yeah.
say 10 people, but we're going to encourage them to go for the 30-day supply.
Mhm. Yeah. And new and it's new, like 10 new people.
10 new. Yes. Yes. Good idea. All right. So how do I put together a tracker?
Laura.
And they need to be really simple and not scary and overwhelming for them.
Laura. I'm volunteering her.
Okay.
If it looks like homework, I'm just saying for the person that shuts down the trackers, like that makes me cringe. The idea of a tracker of any sort, it's got to be like
It's got to be coloring.
but
It's
gotta be
coloring.
colored,
We already have the template.
Simple.
Like it's super simple. It's like circles with shakes. It says 10 by the 10, but now we just changed the title and I think it's super, super simple what she has already. You can see what I'll send it to you and you can see how you would want to change it and modify it and what you guys think about it and just give some feedback. And assuming she's down to do it, she can make it happen super fast.
Awesome. Okay. I'll reach out to her, and when you see her at happy hour, you can talk about it too.
Okay. I do. I'm sorry, but I have to flip off now. And
Yep. Go ahead.
But I love you guys.
Love you, Jacqueline. Abby, you still there?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay. So how does this all sound? What do you think?
I think it's great. I mean, I'm excited about it. I just feel like it's going to motivate me to motivate them even better.
Right.
I realize I've been kind of in my own, there's a few that are working hard on it, like 4, but even reaching out to a couple girls today. I have 2 more calls with girls tomorrow. So I'm excited to tell them about this because I feel like I need to have a plan that just motivates a little more than, because we were just texting about this the other day. People are just not